What's good, YouTube? Because of Coffee here. So, we have arrived at Akala Fire in the Booth Part 1. This is a long fucking overdue. The low-key Fire in the Booths were amazing. I loved breaking those ones down. You guys know I love breaking down complex words and words that involve real-life references, all that kind of stuff. Just I appreciate the rawness and realness, and these fire in the booths that we did so far, the low key ones were wild. So I'm super excited to see what Akala did with his. There's 4 of them. We are going to do all of them. So this is the first part. If you're new here, please subscribe. We talk about mental health, addiction, world issues, everything in between. It's a great time. It's positive vibes. Everybody here is super kind, and it's a nice way to wind down from your day or begin your day, whatever time it is where you're from. So we're gonna dive into this. I'm because of coffee, a reaction video a day keeps the doctor away. Fuck those apples. This is Akala Fire in the Booth Part 1. I am stoked.
I know you're gonna dig this.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Yo. Okay.
Nice beat. That's a nasty beat right there. I love the beat. We gotta take it back just to appreciate the beat a little bit for a second, right? Because the way that beat came in, man, fucking awesome. I love it. I love it.
I know you're gonna dig this.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Yo. Okay. Yo.
I like you. You're like a tiger.
Yes, I grew up on a dole in a single parent family. Been through a little bit of tragedy. Yes, I was around drugs and violence before the day that I started secondary. That's part of it, not half of it. Get the picture, the rest ain't necessary. Growing up, got a little caught up. That ain't even half of my life. Also given the knowledge of self, that is all we actually need to survive. If you saw me, age 9, reading Malcolm, just fine. Teachers still treated me stupid. Students that couldn't speak English, they put me in groups with. The irony is, some of the first man to give me schooling, you were called youngsters. I already explained that we know what the truth is. They used to say don't be like me. Yeah, I got a name and dough on the street. Nighttime comes, I can't sleep. It's the part that rappers don't speak. We don't hit the road cause we're thugs. Don't come out the room, wanna sell drugs. If we got the right guidance and love, would we fight people just like us? How could I not the hustle to get by? How do you think I ate as a child? Judge no one, done many things wrong. Just don't boast about it in songs, but listen to my older bars. I was just as confused as you probably are, but you're growing.
Man. This man hasn't breathed yet. Fuck with it. Let's break some of these down, man. You guys already know. We broke the low-key one down. That one was long, man. Shit. We break it all down. He said, I grew up on the dole in a single-parent family. Love that it just starts out immediately with storytelling. Right from the beginning. Grew up on the dole in a single-parent family. Been through a little bit of tragedy. Yes, sir, that's life. I was around drugs and violence before the day that I started secondary. Man, I can relate to that. A whole fuck ton. It's like that in some places, some people, unfortunately. Areas that you're born into, man. It says, and that's part of it, not half of it. Get the picture? The rest ain't necessary. He said that's just a part of it, not even half of it. Get the picture? The rest ain't necessary. Facts. Yes, sir. Growing up, got a little caught up, but that ain't even half of my life. There you go. He's saying, growing up, that ain't even half of my fucking life, so we've had more experience after that. I like this. This is thoughtful right here. Also, given the knowledge of self, that is all we actually need to survive. The knowledge of self is all we actually need to survive. Self-understanding. Nice. I fucking like that a whole lot. Self-understanding, understanding what you come from, your background, your family lines, all that kind of stuff, you know? Understanding history, human history. The knowledge of self is all we actually need to survive. You can learn from history and learn from following your bloodlines and stuff like that, where you come from and everything. That's beautiful right there. If you saw me age 9 reading Malcolm just fine, teachers still treated me stupid. He said, I was reading Malcolm age 9 and the teachers still treated me stupid. That happens to a lot of people, man. Students that couldn't speak English, they put me in groups with. And the irony is some of the first men to give me schooling you would call gangsters, but I already explained we know what the truth is. Okay. Yeah, I got you. He's saying some of the best lessons that I learned didn't come from the teachers in the school. They came from people that would be considered gangsters that I looked up to and studied the lessons of, and even people in real life probably that he was around as well. Wow, that's fucking deep right there. I like that. They used to say, don't be like me. Yeah, I got a name and dough on the street. Nighttime comes, I can't sleep, and that's the part that rappers don't speak. Ooh. Wow, that's a chill bar right there. That sends chills, man. When nighttime comes, I can't sleep. He's saying, I've been through so much, I've seen so much that I gotta sleep with one eye fucking open at this point in my life. The life that I've chosen to live, right? Wow. He says that's the part that rappers don't speak. He fucking certainly said it right now, though. Wow. Fucking impressive, dude. We don't hit the road because we are thugs, don't come out the womb wanting to sell drugs. Okay, here we go. He's saying we don't hit the road because we're thugs, right? We don't come out of the womb wanting to sell drugs. He's talking about the environment, the situations you get placed into as a young person that cause you to grow up doing certain things, and you mold into that as you grow older. Sometimes some people don't break out of that, and it gets some people. We lose a lot of great fucking people to environments, right? If we got the right guidance and love, would we fight people just like us? Exactly. How could I knock the hustle to get by? How do you think I ate as a child? Fucking facts. He's saying, how do you think the people that took care of me got it done? I didn't ask questions. That's what he's saying right there. Boy, this is really good. This is fucking dope right here. Wow. Judge no one, done many things wrong. I just don't boast about it in songs. But listen to my older bars. I was just as confused as you probably are. Wow. He's saying if you go listen to my older bars, you'll see that even I have grown a whole fuck ton inside of all of this, and things that I say now might be totally different than the past, right? I was just as confused as you probably are, saying I'm here now, and this is like addressing people that might question what he's saying, right? Question the things that he says. He's like, all right, listen, you're there now, but you'll understand. I was just as confused as you at one time. Wow. This is fucking something right here.
How could I knock the hustle to get by? How do you think I ate as a child? Judge no one, done many things wrong. Just don't boast about it in songs, but listen to my older bars. I was just as confused as you probably are, but you grow when you learn. Travel and cut, one too many man, you know, get caught up. One too many man that could have been doctors, end up spending the whole life boxed up. You learn, if you study, so set out just to make them money. No cover, it's all about getting poor people to fight with one another, so it's logical that it's killing our brothers. Dissing our mothers is right in line with the dominant philosophy of our time, but time is a cycle, not a line. Comes back around, you regain your mind, you be ready for the energy I challenge in my rhyme. Remedy the pedigree, the jeopardy of mind when the world's this leverage is a crime. We can all fight with our brothers over crumbs. Harder to fight the one who makes guns. We can all talk get $2. Harder to be the one who seeks knowledge. If we understood economics with no money's nothing, think nothing of it. Money is a means to get wealth, not the wealth itself, and don't get
He is going off here, man. He says, but you grow and you learn, travel and fuck up. One too many men you know get cut up. One too many men that could have been doctors end up spending their whole life boxed up. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. Wasted potential, man. That's what that's about. Saying, I know so many people who could have been doctors. Their emotions got the best of them, drugs got the best of them, situations got the best of them. Maybe they got into a bad relationship that ruined their life and they spiraled into an alcoholic depression, so on and so forth. Options are endless, but that is the basis of what he's saying right there. Intelligent minds collapsing to the environments and the fucking things around them, right? The emotions become too much for some people and they collapse when they had that doctor fucking potential, right? Man, rough. You learn if you study. It's all set out just to make them money. Yes. No cover. It's all about getting poor people to fight with one another. So it's logical that us killing our brothers, dissing our mothers is right in line with the dominant philosophy of our time. But time is a cycle, not a line. Oh my fucking God, bro. That is really deep. That's some shit right there. Wow. You learn if you study. And it's all just for the money. They want to keep us divided because that makes them money. Listen. There's a lot more of us than there are of them. I think we all know that at this point, and the people are starting to come together. It's really developing into something now to where everybody wants to have the conversations and be involved and actually use their voice to speak about the things that are going on in the politics and everything that are super dirty, holding everybody down, being divisive, trying to label people as transphobic, racist, all this different kind of shit, when in reality everybody just has an opinion and nobody's being anything. We're just arguing over shit that they've planted in front of us, because everyone's going to have a different opinion. And they know if they plant this drastic shit in front of us, those opinions are going to become devices that grow. And then they're going to turn into movements that battle each other. Because it just keeps growing the more the fucking echo chamber gets fueled and the propaganda machine comes through. And that's the plan at the end of the day. To keep us all divided with this propaganda that labels people as things that they're not even close to. It's absolutely ridiculous. And time is us. He says, it's logical that us killing our brothers, dissing our mothers is right in line with the dominant philosophy of our time. Yeah. He's saying you might as well kill your brothers and just get rid of it all, because that's what we're doing to each other outside of family and shit like that, right? It's right in line with the dominant philosophy of our time. Destroy everything, fuck everything, no growth needed. We're just, I could go off, right? He says, but time is a cycle, not a line. Yep. Malleable. That's what he's saying. Time is a cycle. Things change on a cycle. Even the planet, right? Even the planet's weather has gone through many cycles over the years of its existence. Yes, sir. Everything is a cycle. There is no straight line. There's a pattern, right? Comes back around. You regain your mind. Be ready for the energy I channel in my rhymes. This is ahead of its time right here. 12 years ago? Yeah. This is the conversation people didn't want to have back then that we're ready to have now. 12 years ahead of its time, right? Damn. Akala, this is awesome, my friend. This is awesome. Fucking brilliant. Wow. Remedy the pedigree, the jeopardy of mine. Wow. Remedy the pedigree. Wow. Like the fucking bloodline. Just like I was saying, the pedigree, the bloodline. Remedy it. Yeah, fix it. The jeopardy of mine. That's my jeopardy, he says. I gotta figure that out. When the world's this fucked up, lethargy's a crime. Saying you gotta move. Being lethargic is a fucking crime. You gotta be moving when the world's this fucked up. We can all fight with our brothers over crumbs. Far harder to fight the one who makes guns. Wow. Facts. He says it's easy to fight with your brother, but it's hard to fight the ones who make the guns. We can all talk shit and get $2. Far harder to be the one who seeks knowledge. Yes, he's saying it's easier to go to work and be mindless than it is to go gain the knowledge and go through the stresses of fucking learning all of these things and realizing how fucked everything is, right? It's easier to not know. Wow. And plus, whenever you're seeking knowledge, people will try to put you down for it and be like, no, we don't need to talk about those things. Stop that. We don't need to awaken things in ourselves. That's like I said, anti-growth. It's gross. If we understood economics, we'd know money's nothing. Think nothing of it. Money is a means to get wealth, not the wealth itself. Ooh. Money is a means to get wealth, not the wealth itself. Yes. He's saying money is a way to get, because with money you can help out the world, right? It gives you the ability to bless people. And that's the wealth at the end of the day, is doing good for the world and helping those who are less fortunate than the position that you might be in and that sort of stuff. Money's the means to get wealth inside, not the wealth itself. The wealth itself doesn't actually matter. It's what you do with it. That's what he's saying. Fucking hell, man. Yes, sir.
Fight with the brothers over crumbs. Harder to fight the one who makes guns. We can all talk get $2. Harder to be the one who seeks knowledge. If we understood economics with no money's nothing, think nothing of it. Money is a means to get wealth, not the wealth itself. And don't get confused, far from broke. All that you see me do I own, but I won't hang what I make around my neck. I know from where that the diamonds came, but I do literally own a library that definitely costs more than your chain. And businesses and property, far from starving. I eat quite properly and I don't care. Just said it for the kids who need to know you're not broke to listen. Don't know an asset from a liability. They've never been shown nor told the difference, so they don't change situation. Richest man in Britain is Asian, that's significant, not coincidence. Asian people build businesses not by flossing.
Oh, this is controversial as fuck, man. This, yep. Oh yeah, he's about to do something here. He says, don't get confused, I'm far from broke. All that you see me do, I own. But I won't hang what I make around my neck. I know from where that the diamonds came, but I do quite literally own a library that definitely costs more than your chain. Is what it is, right? He said it. I mean, that's a fucking... It's one way to say... What the way I take that is like, alright, I own a library, I own all this knowledge and shit. I know where those diamonds that I bought would have came from. Is what it is, he said it, right? And we've talked about the blood diamond business and all that kind of stuff before on here. And the low-key one, I believe it was the low-key video that we talked about that in. Controversial shit, man. He says, and that definitely costs more than your chain. Businesses and properties, far from starving, I eat quite properly, and I don't care, just set it for the kids. He's saying, I don't care, just set it for the kids. Jesus fuck, bro. Oh my god. This is... How did he get away with this 12 fucking years ago? Honestly, because by today's standards, this is really, really like... This is a lot for people to take in, even by today's standards. This is a whole lot, like... This will piss people off, bro. People will get pissed off about this kind of stuff very easily. Wow. Who needs to know that you're not broke to listen? Don't know an asset from a liability. They've never been shown or told the difference. Wow. don't know an asset from a liability. Sheesh. So they don't change situations. Richest man in Britain is Asian. That's significant, not coincidence. Asian people build businesses. Wow. He's saying, okay, so he's saying that Asian people build businesses. The richest man in Britain is Asian. Saying they were better at business, essentially. That's significant, not coincidence, right? He's saying, let's look at it as significant, not a coincidence. That's because of the way that they run things, the way that they're taught, the things that they learn about building businesses and developing their life and entrepreneurship and that kind of stuff. Holy Lord, man. He is on one.
Going out shopping, giving up the culture for everyone's profit. Who runs Bollywood? Indian people. Who runs our ish? So we shake our ass and dance as if racism just upped and vanished. But has it? No, it's right on course. You're beaten so bad you're trained to ignore. Let me not just make sweeping statements. Give me a second, I'll explain it. For small amounts of drug possession, there's more black people in jail in America than there is for rape and armed robbery and murder all put together. You can say they're just locking up thugs. Imagine they're in prison every middle class kid that had ever held drugs. Oh, that's right, that'd be your kids. Bigger than that, what is going on with this? Prison in America's private business. They get paid 50k per year per...
Damn. Wow. He said, not by flossing, going out shopping, giving out their culture for everyone's profit. My God. He's saying that that's how the Asians built the business side of it, right? They didn't go out and floss, to go out shopping, giving out their culture for everyone's profit. Who runs Bollywood? Indian people. Who owns our shit? Man. Fucking Sony, if you want to talk about art and movies and everything. Sony. And Universal as well. And Warner. That's who. So we shake our arse and dance as if racism just upped and vanished. But has it? No, it's right on course. It's facts. It's politically driven now. Like that division that's being caused between everybody. It's politically driven by fucking political parties now. And this was 12 years ago that he was saying this stuff, man. And it's worse now. The way that people view things and the way that people hate on each other, it's fucking up. It's gone way up. You're beaten so bad you're trained to ignore. He's about to drop some facts. He's about to fact bomb you here. Let me not just make sweeping statements. Give me a second, I'll explain it. There you go. See, he's saying, I know that's a lot to take in, and you're thinking, what the fuck, man? Come on. Get out of here with that, right? As a lot of people would. But he's like, give me a second, I'll explain it. Now listen to this, man. Check this out right here. For small amounts of drug possession, there's more black people in jail in America than there is for rape and armed robbery and murder all put together. I fully believe that. I bet you if you look that up, it would still be true today, even though he said that 12 years ago. I actually fully believe that. Because there's quite a few people that got released during legalizations, right? There were some people being released in certain places for previous charges. Ridiculous. You can say they're just locking up thugs, right? It's not, no. I don't see it like that at all. I don't see it like that at all. Most people you meet that have been to jail are not terrible people or bad people by any means, that are just running amok doing terrible shit. Really. A lot of people that are in jail are in there for really ridiculous reasons and unnecessary shit, to be honest. That's really how it is. Imagine if they locked up every middle-class kid that had ever held drugs. Oh, that's right, that'd be your kids. Facts. You can't argue with this man right now. This is a fact bomb right here. I appreciate the fuck out of this right here. I like it. This is raw and honest, and he came with it, right? He really came with it. Bigger than that, what is going on with this? Prison in America is a private business. What's he gonna say next?
Oh, that's right, that'd be your kids. Bigger than that, what is going on with this? Prison in America's private business. They get paid $50K per year per inmate by the state. Just wait, also legally are allowed to use their prison inmates as slaves. Cheap slave labor, big corporations, they come out of jail when they can't get a job. So when we celebrate going to jail, we are literally celebrating enslavement. Add to that, the hood that you live in, engineered social condition that breeds crime by design. Where do you think you get your... And you could say that they're just black, but I like to deal with facts. In the 1920s, you would have found in America black towns, prospering centers of economics to education to make you proud. But some people couldn't bear that the former slaves would not just lie down to the KKK and other hate groups. Burn those towns to the ground, killing hundreds if it ain't understood. You think you were always living in the hood? It's only...
Oh my god. This is fucking amazing. Wow. I'm shook, man. Give me a sec, man. Wow. He said they get paid $50K per year per inmate by the state. Just wait. More fact bombing. He is fact bombing the fuck out of this song. These are bars right here. Wow. This is fucking a college lecture right here. He said also legally are allowed to use their prison inmates as slaves. Cheap slave labor, big corporations. They come out of jail and can't get a job. So when we celebrate going to jail, we are literally celebrating enslavement. Man. That's facts right there. They go in there, they work for barely anything every day, right? And then when they come out, they can't get a job that's more than like fast food or shit like that. It's very difficult to get back in to regular fucking life out of that. When it's a serious fucking offense of really going for a long time. It's... Man. And he says when we celebrate going to jail, we were literally celebrating enslavement. Add to that the hood that you're living, engineered social condition that breeds crime by design. Where do you think you get your 9? Bro, this shit for real actually makes you want to cry when you're like reading it. He is putting it really into perspective for like anyone who struggles to see what's happening. This is real as fuck right here. You can say that they're just black, but I like to deal with facts. In the 1920s, you would have found in America black towns, prospering centers of economics and education to make you proud, but some people couldn't bear that the former slaves would not just lie down. So the KKK and other hate groups burnt those towns to the ground, killing hundreds. If it ain't understood, you think you were always living in the hood. He said it for ya. And it ain't nothing but fucking facts.
They're just black, but I like to deal with facts. In the 1920s, you would have found in America black towns, prospering centers of economics to education to make you proud. But some people couldn't bear that the former slaves would not just lie down to the KKK and other hate groups. Burn those towns to the ground, killing hundreds if it ain't understood. You think you were always living in the hood? It's only been 60 years since the hung blacks and burned them, and that was so cool. They were your baskets, picnic baskets, even gave kids the day off school. Go see a lynching, have a picnic, it's fun to watch the little monkeys die. And people act a little dysfunctional. You wanna pretend that you don't know why. If your colour means you can be killed and you're powerless to get justice about it, is it difficult to figure out how you would then end up feeling about it? And that ain't excuses.
It's a lot to take in, ain't it? This is the shit people don't want to talk about. That's why we do stuff like this on the channel from time to time, right? Said shit, it's only been 60 years since they hung blacks and burned them, and that was so cool. They were your pastor's picnic baskets, even gave kids the day off school to go see a lynching. Wow. I'm not going to say the next part. Then people act a little dysfunctional. You want to pretend that you don't know why. If your color means you can be killed and you're powerless to get justice about it, is it difficult to figure out how you would then end up feeling about it? And that ain't excuses, just dealing with the roots of abuses that make a reality where a generation of young men speak of ourselves as dirt casually. Oh my God. Human beings are disgusting sometimes, man. Jesus.
And that was so cool. They were your baskets, picnic baskets, even gave kids the day off school. Go see a lynching, have a picnic, it's fun to watch the little monkeys die. And people act a little dysfunctional. You wanna pretend that you don't know why. If your colour means you can be killed and you're powerless to get justice about it, is it difficult to figure out how you would then end up feeling about it? And that ain't excuses, just dealing with the roots of abuses that make a reality where a generation of young men speak of ourselves as dirt casually. That's America, this Britain. Something similar, some different. In this country, the first enslaved were the working class. What's changed? Worse jobs, worse conditions, most tax. Look where you live and yet you go to the pub. Friday night you will fight with a guy, don't know what for, won't fight with a guy. Suit and a tie who send your kids to die in a war. They don't send the kids to the rich or the politician, it's your kids, the poor British, that they send to go and die in a foreign land for these wars that you don't understand. Yeah, they say you are British and that lovely patriotism they feed you, but in reality you have more in common with immigrants than with your leaders. I know both sides of my family, black and white, are fed ghetto mentality, reality in this system. Poor people are dirt regardless of shade. But with that said, let's not pretend that everything is the same. When our grandparents came here to Britain, if you had a criminal record you couldn't get in. That ain't protecting from all of the stupid abuses they will be living.
Oh my God. Listen. He said that's America. This is Britain. Time to go to school, guys, right? Some things are similar, some different. In this country, the first enslaved were the working class. What's changed? Worst jobs, worst conditions, worst taxed. Look where you're living. Wow. Worst jobs, worst conditions, worst taxed. Look where you're living. You go to the pub Friday night, you will fight with a guy don't know what for. As many of us do throughout our fucking lives sometimes, right? Been there. But won't fight with a guy suit and a tie. That's fucking facts, man. Guilty, right? That's fucking facts. Ridiculous, actually. When you think about it, it makes you feel kind of dumb that you've done those things in your life, right? Whenever look at the discussions that are here to be had, and you want to go to the pub and fucking get into it with someone, right? Stupid. Who sends your kids to die in a war? They don't send the kids of the rich or politicians. Nope. It's your kids, the poor British, that they sent to go die in a foreign land for these wars you don't understand. It's saying you have, even when you talk about it and your feelings about it, right? It's a surface level understanding for like, I'd say 70-80% of a lot of people, because people don't look that deep into shit like statistics and fucking the real truth of everything, what goes on behind closed doors and shit. You gotta look out for all that kind of stuff too when it comes to especially war and the reasons for it and why your kids are being sent to die. And it's like, It's all for selfish reasons at the end of the day. The fucking money game that we always talk about. Ridiculous, man. It's a fucking sad reality. They say that you're British and that lovely patriotism they feed you, but in reality, you have more in common with immigrants than with your leaders. I know both sides of my family, black and white, are fed ghetto mentality. Wow. Yeah. Reality in this system, poor people are dirt regardless of shade. My God. Now, this is talking about the British side of things, right? He's saying poor people are dirt regardless of shade, man. It's rough, man. That's fucking rough. He said, but with that said, let's not pretend that everything is the same. When our grandparents came here to Britain, if you had a criminal record, you couldn't get in. Yet that ain't protect them from all the stupid, stupid abuses they would be living. Okay. He's talking about, man, Britain got their own set of problems that we learn about when we listen to these Fire in the Booths, man.
Mentality, reality in the system. Poor people are dirt regardless of shade. But with that said, let's not pretend that everything is the same. When our grandparents came here to Britain, if you had a criminal record you couldn't get in. That ain't protected from all of the stupid abuses they will be living. Kicked in the teeth, stabbed in the street, many times firebombed our houses, put feces through our letterbox, and of course the cops did so much about it. Daily, up to the 80s, people spitting in my pram cause I was a baby. But of course, that has had no effect on why today we are crazy. And none of this was for any good reason. They were just dark and grieving to ease the guilt now for all of this treatment. Constant stereotypes are needed. So if I celebrate how big that my bricks that I'm flipping, clips that I'm sticking, chicks that I'm hitting, I'm playing my position. But if I teach a kid to be a mathematician, messing with the schism, how they gonna fill a prison when materialism is no longer our religion? What do you think we got now in Britain? Just like America, private prison, prison for profit. That.
Oh my God. He's so good. This man don't have to breathe at all. He's got too many points to make to breathe. And he's smiling like a motherfucker while he's saying all of this shit. Like, he is well aware that what he's doing is important. Look at that. That's the face of a person that realizes the importance of what they're doing. And he's having a blast doing it as well. You can tell the passion, man. Oh my God. This is insanity. Brilliant, wonderful insanity. Kicked in the teeth, stabbed in the street, many times firebombed on our houses, put feces through our letterbox. The descriptors, man, so real. This is real as fuck. I love it. I love the realness. And of course, the cops did so much about it. Man, the sarcasm, right? Daily, up to the 80s. People spitting into my pram. Wow. Wow. Jesus Christ, man. Ridiculous. That's fucking ridiculous right there. But of course, that has had no effect on why today we are crazy. None of this was for any good reason. They were just dark and breathing to ease the guilt now for all of this treatment. Oh my God. Constant stereotypes are needed. So if I celebrate how big my dick is, bricks that I'm flipping, clips that I'm sticking, chicks that I'm hitting, I'm playing my position. This is so real, man. This gets you emotional, dude. Like, so thought-provoking. So many points back to back to back to write this and fucking come perform it. And boy, what a thing. What a thing to do, man. Akala. This is fucking incredible right here. He says, but if I teach a kid to be a mathematician, messing with the schism, how they gonna fill a prison when materialism is nothing but a religion? Jesus. How they gonna fill a prison when materialism is nothing but a religion? Wow. What do you think we got now in Britain? Just like America, private prisons, prisons for profit. Ridiculous, man. the comparisons, I love that he's tying it all into each other, saying direct comparisons and then the differences as well. So complex, so well thought out, and so much fucking information to take in. My God.
Opposition, but if I teach a kid to be a mathematician, messing with the schism, how they gonna fill a prison when materialism is no longer our religion? What do you think we got now in Britain? Just like America, private prison for profit. That mean when your kids go jail, people make money off it. So keep environments that breed crime, build more jails at the same time. Market badness to the kids in the rhymes. Long as rich kids ain't dying, it's fine. Get them to the point where some are so lost they actually believe if they don't celebrate killing themselves off. That it's because they're soft. Was Malcolm soft? Was Marley soft? Tell me, was Marcus Garvey soft? Well, was Muhammad Ali soft? Nah, I think not, but they want us to think that the road is cool. Being on road is all we could do. We don't control the wholesale production, so who benefits from us moving the food? Or thinking there's no way out of road life, but Malcolm X used to hustle on the roadside. And Marcus Garvey organised more than 6 million people with no Facebook or Twitter. Why is it something you can't eat?
He says that means when your kids go to jail, people make money off of it. So keep environments that breed crime. Build more jails at the same time. Market badness to the kids in rhymes. We talk about that on here a lot whenever we're breaking down bars. How there's a lot of bad influence inside of it. If a kid is taught not to take the lyricism seriously in certain instances, and that it's just art and that it's just music, if they're made to understand that, that's cool, right? But so many kids are running around listening to all of this shit, not understanding that, like, some of this is real life experiences, real life stories, or it's just art. And they just think it's cool when in reality it's individual people telling their stories or making art in their own way to express their own self and their own experiences. And you can't take that to heart in your own life because you're in your own life, right? But kids aren't going to understand that kind of shit. So whenever it gets marketed in the music, it gets marketed as badness because they know kids will eat it up because kids want to be the coolest. That's just how kids are. They want to be cool. They want to be accepted. So when they find that the industry is telling them all of this stuff that makes them cool, and it's drugs and guns and violence and sex and fucking malice and degeneracy, it's, where do you end up, right? Jail. Get them to the point where some are so lost they actually believe that if they don't celebrate killing themselves soft, that it's because they're soft. Saying, yeah, if they're not celebrating that they're killing themselves off and embracing that, it's because they're soft. Like, wow, man. That's a hell of a way to put it. Very valid. Extremely valid. It says, was Malcolm soft? Was Marley soft? Tell me, was Marcus Garvey soft? Was Muhammad Ali soft? I think not. Wow. But they want us to think that the road is cool. Being on the road is all we can do. We don't control the wholesale productions. Who benefits from us moving the food? It's basically the concept of, like, putting the gas in the car for someone else to drive it, right? I'm gonna drive. It's like I'm gonna be the one holding the wheels, right? It's that same kind of metaphor. We don't control the wholesale productions. Who benefits from us moving the food? Like, why, right? We're thinking there's no way out of road life, but Malcolm X used to hustle out on the roadside, man. And this is like in a literal sense too, hustling out on the road. Oh my God, slinging food and stuff. Wow. When Marcus Garvey organized more than 6 million people with no Facebook or Twitter. That is crazy right there. Why is this something you cannot equal? 6 million people. No Facebook or Twitter. It's fucking impressive right there. Wow.
Of my own homeboys did attend straight in the boxing yard. Now what's he doing? Passing his doctorate. Don't tell me that it's too hard. Who trained you to believe you're inferior? Sung Bo Ebedo in Nigeria are the remains of an ancient moat dug 1,000 years ago. 20 meters wide, 70 down. Round the remains of an ancient town that's 400 square miles around. 400 square miles around. Please, please don't believe me. It was a documentary on BBC, but we ain't studying history. Too busy watching MTV. And MTV said, wear platinum. Now everybody wanna go and wear platinum. And MTV said, pop magnums. Now everybody wanna go and pop magnum. If MTV said drink prune juice, you will start hearing that in tune soon. Hey, today I wore my Cartier. Is it now more important what I got to say? Oh, when I drive.
Oh, Lord. I love him. He is opinionated. I love it. He said one of my homeboys did a 10 straight in the boxing yard. Man. Now what's he doing? Passing his doctorate. Don't tell me that it's too hard. Oh my god. He's saying, don't you tell me shit's too hard. My homie did 10 in the boxing yard. Wow. Now he's got it passing his doctorate. Yeah, you can fucking do unbelievable things to make your life better if you really just want to be better. Really, that's all it boils down to. Even if you've made mistakes and things have gotten fucked up in your life, you can fucking still make something of yourself. There's never not an opportunity unless you convince yourself that there isn't one. You just gotta believe in yourself and fucking get better. Just keep moving forward. Learn more each day. You know, accept your flaws, learn from your flaws, accept your mistakes and learn from those. Be a better person, and like he said, you could be passing a doctorate for all you know. Who trained you to believe that you're inferior? Sungbo Erdo in Nigeria are the remains of an ancient moat dug 1,000 years ago. 20 meters wide, 70 down, round the remains of an ancient town. That's 400 square miles around. Please, please don't believe me. It was a documentary on BBC. He says, oh, but you wouldn't know that because we're not studying history. I think he just told us a random fast fact about that just to make a point with the MTV bars here, right? I love that. That's cool. He says it was a documentary on BBC. We ain't studying history. Too busy watching MTV. MTV said, wear platinum. Now everybody want to go and wear platinum. MTV said, pop magnums. Now everybody want to go and pop magnums.
In tune soon. Hey, today I wore my Cartier. Is it now more important what I got to say? Oh, when I drive a Mercedes, by the way, so everybody listen to what I got to say. Does that make you all happy? But if my head's still nappy, think for myself, since I'm mad at me. But on the mic, ain't not one bad as me. All of this here's good for the rhymes. Put us in the same place at the same time, and it's clear to everybody I'm out of my mind. Some of these guys are running out of their rhymes. Clear to everybody that has got ears. I'm the guy that they just might fear that they wanna get near, but they can't have a peer. Oh dear, I'm hard liquor, you're just like beer. Front on the kid for another 5 years. Come to my shows and some cry tears. Mean that much to him. It's a movement. I don't speak for myself, but a unit. Black, white, man, woman. Anyone who respects truth, we put in. Dudes are like no dinner, we're just pudding. Yeah, you're sweet, but no substance pudding. You can.
Oh, god damn, bruh. Shit is fucking funny. Serious and funny, man. He's got a lot of humor inside of here. Some of his bars are really funny, man. He says if MTV said drink prune juice, you would start hearing that in tunes soon. Oh my god. Hey, today I wore my Cartier. Is it now more important what I got to say? Love it. I drive a Mercedes, by the way, so everybody listen to what I gotta say. Does that make you all happy? But shit, my head's still nappy, he said. He says I'm still a wreck. Think for myself, still some mad at me. Love it, but on the mic ain't not one bad as me. Beautiful. All of this here is good for the rhymes. Put us in the same place at the same time, and it's clear to everybody that I'm out of my mind. Some of these guys are running out of their rhymes. Clear to everybody that has got ears. I'm the guy that they just might fear. Man, they want to get near, but they can't have a peer. Ah, dear, I'm hard liquor. You're just like beer. Oh, man. He's creative. I don't see him ever running out of bars. He's one of those people that's always got something right. You can tell. He would never run out of bars. Not in a million fucking years. Not at all. He says, front on the kid for another 5 years. Come to my shows and cry some tears. It means that much to him. It's a movement. I don't speak for myself, but a unit. Black, white, man, woman, anyone that respects truth we put in. Dudes are like no dinner with just pudding. Yeah, you're sweet, but no substance. Pudding. Man.
Front on the kid for another 5 years. Come to my shows and some cry tears. Mean that much to him. It's a movement. I don't speak for myself, but a unit. Black, white, man, woman. Anyone who respects truth we put in. Dudes are like no dinner, we're just pudding. Yeah, you're sweet, but no substance. Pudding. You can never ever be with a level on. Our songs get played out there in Lebanon. We speak for the people properly, not for the old fat guys in offices and the girls love him. Ain't fair. You can't even be bothered to comb his hair. Anyway, that's enough kissing my own ass. Back to the more important task of being so shower. I got half the hood screaming, knowledge is power. And I ain't saying that'll change rap back, but I do know this for a fact. Right now there's a youth on your block with his hands on his face screwed up. So he don't care, don't give a that he won't let nobody call his bluff, but the words go in. Open your shackles, once that's happened there is no going back. Or would you start to see what is really happening? Who the enemy you should be attacking is. So read, stuck on the block, read, sitting in the box, read. Don't let them say what you can achieve. Cause when people are enslaved, one of the first things they do is stop them reading. Cause it is well understood that intelligent people will
Bro, this is next fucking level right here. I can't. This is insane. It's like he's telling the fucking future, bro. 12 years ago. This man is insane. He said, you can never ever be with a Lebanon. Our songs get outplayed out there in Lebanon. We speak for the people properly, not for the old fat guys in offices. And the girls love him. It ain't fair. He can't even be bothered to comb his hair. There's an annotation for that whole section, bro. Hold on. Yep, it's a personal reference about his own nappy hair. That's fucking awesome. That's what I thought. I thought he was still going on the nappy thing with that. He says, anyway, that's enough kissing my own arse. You gotta fucking love it. Back to the more important task of being so shower. I got half the hood screaming, knowledge is power, and I ain't saying that will change rap, but I do know this for a fact. Right now there's a yout on your block with his hand on his cock and his face screwed up. Swear he don't care, don't give a fuck, that he won't let nobody call his bluff. Damn. He says, but the words go in, open up your chakra, because once that happens, there's no going back. Once you start to see what is really happening, who the enemy you should be attacking is, read. Stuck on the block, read. Sitting in the box, read. Don't let them say what you can achieve. Because when people are enslaved, one of the first things they do is stop them reading. This man's a fucking genius, dude. He is a fucking genius. He's saying, open up your chakra, because he says once that's happened, there's no going back once you start to see what's really happening and who the enemy you should be attacking is. There ain't no turning back. That's facts, man. Once you dive down the hole, once you decide you really want to know and you really want to figure it out, it's a journey that changes. It alters as you go on it, and as you dive deeper and discover more, it's like this bittersweet thing. Like the sweet part is knowledge, right? Having the knowledge of things. But the bitter part of it all is the fact that you realize how little most people actually know in the world, because not that many people dive deep like that. What goes on in his brain inside of a day would scare the fuck out of a lot of people, right? That level of thought scares people. People don't want to be thinking like that. It's too much for a lot of people. And even he recognizes that. He's like, but you need to open up your chakra, man. Fucking Christ, bro. He is on one.
Happening, who the enemy you should be attacking is. So read, stuck on the block, read, sitting in the box, read, don't let them say what you can achieve. Cause when people are enslaved, one of the first things they do is stop them reading. Cause it is well understood that intelligent people will take their freedom. Cause if we knew our power, we would understand we can't be held down. If we knew our power, we would not elevate not one of these clowns. If we knew our power, we wouldn't get arrogant when we get 2 pennies. If we knew our power, we would see what everybody sees, that we're rich already. But never mind MCs, go run for your mummy. I'm hungry, I run for my tummy. That's enough, back to worshipping money. I'm off, back to the study.
That. Yes, sir.
Man!
Oh, man.
Hey, Akala just burn the booth down, man! Hey, someone pass me that extinguisher! Oh! Hey, brother!
That mic has been burned.
Illustrate records.
Jesus Christ, man. This was fucking fantastic, dude. Oh my god. I have to take a seat for a sec. Oh, man. He says, alright, so he said, because when people are enslaved, one of the first things they do is stop them reading, because it is well understood that intelligent people will take their freedom. Facts. Once somebody realizes what the fuck's actually going on and what's being done to them, they are instantly going to rebel and be like, get out my face. Now. Back it up. Right? Back it up. Because if we knew our power, we would understand that we can't be held down. Exactly. If we knew our power, we would not elevate not one of these clowns. The politicians, the people that rule over us, that we vote for and shit like that. If we knew our power, we wouldn't get arrogant when we get 2 pennies. If we knew our power, we would see what everybody sees, that we're rich already. Yes, with each other. We're rich with love in each other and unity in each other. Everybody has what they need, and everybody is rich because they're experiencing emotional fulfillment, financial fulfillment. They have everything they need, and they're also spiritually fulfilled, right? But it's a matter of getting people to that point. If we knew our power, right? If we knew. But never mind, MCs, go run for your mommy. I'm hungry, I run for my tummy. He's saying, never mind, MCs, go run for your mommy. Basically, like, I know, you're probably really pissed off about what I just said. Never mind me. Go cry about it. Right? I'm hungry, I run for my tummy. Right? That's enough. Back to worshipping money. I'm off. Back to the study. Man. I love the sarcasm. There's a lot of sarcasm inside of the seriousness with this. This is fucking madness, dude. We finally did it. We finally got to it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. My God. Let's finish this out.
Boy, you cool. Fire in the booth. Not only you come with real crazy flows, the bars are crazy, the punchlines are crazy. You had a message, man.
Yes, sir. Just wanted to give them. It's full play time. Jesus Christ, man. This was fucking awesome. Oh, God. I'm always over that. See, the reason it takes us so long to do these fire in the booths is because I know every time I do one of them, I'm actually going to go crazy breaking it down, and it's going to blow me away for a whole hour, right? I don't know how long we've been here. I honestly don't know how long I've been here bullshitting with you guys about this, but I'm so glad that I finally did this. There's 3 more from him. We got 3 more from Akala on the Fire in the Booth, and Mike Righteous for Fire in the Booth as well. So we're going to dive into those at some point. I'm not going to wait too long in between these. We will be diving into it sooner than the last one was. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. The original video will be in the description. As always, support Akala and all of the artists that we have on the channel. This was fucking special right here. I really enjoyed this. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Bakasa Kavi. A reaction video a day keeps the doctor away. Fuck those apples. Leave a like for me, comment, recommendation, subscribe up this way, bang that notification bell. See you guys in the next one. I love you so much. Have a great one. Peace.